On a remote island where Vikings and dragons have been at war for generations, a young boy who doesn't fit in discovers a wounded dragon that changes everything. But befriending this creature means betraying his own people and risking his father's love. This is the live-action remake of How to Train Your Dragon, and today I'm breaking down the entire story, the ending, and how it compares to the original. The movie opens on the island of Berk, where Vikings have been fighting dragons for 7 generations. The village is constantly under attack, and the warriors are led by Chief Stoick the Vast, a massive man who believes dragons are pure evil that must be destroyed. Stoick's son, Hiccup, is nothing like his father. He's small, scrawny, and works as a blacksmith's apprentice. While everyone else wants to kill dragons, Hiccup is fascinated by them. He secretly builds contraptions to catch one, desperate to prove he's a real Viking. During a massive raid, Hiccup uses his latest invention, a bola launcher, and actually hits a dragon. But no one believes him. The dragon falls into the forest, and when Hiccup goes to find it, he discovers it's a Night Fury, the rarest and most feared dragon of all. In the forest, Hiccup finds the Night Fury tangled in his net. It's wounded and can't fly. Hiccup raises his knife to kill it and finally become a real Viking, but he can't do it. Instead, he cuts the dragon free. The dragon lunges at him, then stops, and they share a moment of understanding before the dragon flies away. The next day, the dragon is still in the forest, unable to fly because his tail fin is damaged. Hiccup starts bringing him food, slowly building trust. He names the dragon Toothless because of his retractable teeth. Through trial and error, Hiccup learns that everything the Vikings know about dragons is wrong. Hiccup builds a prosthetic tail fin so Toothless can fly again, but he needs a rider to operate it. After a terrifying first flight where they almost die, Hiccup and Toothless learn to fly together, becoming an inseparable team. Meanwhile, Stoick decides Hiccup should join dragon training with the other teenagers, Astrid, Fishlegs, Snotlout, and the twins Roughnut and Toughnut. The goal is to learn how to kill dragons. Hiccup is terrible at first, but using what he's learned from Toothless, he becomes the best student in the class. Astrid, the best warrior in the class, becomes suspicious of Hiccup's sudden skills. She follows him into the forest and discovers his secret: he's been training Toothless. She tries to run back and tell the village, but Toothless grabs her. Hiccup convinces Toothless to let her go, and they take her on a flight to show her the truth. During the flight, they discover the dragon's nest, a massive volcano where all the dragons bring their stolen sheep. They realize the dragons are stealing food to feed a gigantic queen dragon that controls them all. If the Vikings attack the nest, they'll all be killed. Stoick discovers Hiccup's secret when he follows him to the forest. Seeing his son with a dragon, Stoick feels utterly betrayed. He captures Toothless and disowns Hiccup, saying, "You're not a Viking. You're not my son." Using Toothless as a guide, Stoick leads a fleet of ships to find the dragon's nest. He plans to destroy it once and for all. Hiccup tries to warn him that it's a trap, but Stoick refuses to listen. At the nest, the Vikings attack, but the queen dragon emerges, a colossal beast called the Red Death. It's 10 times bigger than any dragon they've seen, and it starts killing Vikings and dragons alike. Toothless, still chained on a ship, can only watch. Hiccup and the other teenagers arrive on their own dragons. They've learned from Hiccup that dragons can be friends. They free Toothless, and Hiccup and Toothless fly into battle against the Red Death. Using their speed and agility, they lure the Red Death into the sky. Hiccup realizes the giant dragon can't fly well. It crashes into the ground during the fight. They lead it back to the ground where it explodes in a massive fireball, destroying the nest and freeing the other dragons from its control. But during the battle, Toothless saves Hiccup from fire, and Hiccup is knocked unconscious into the explosion. Stoick searches the wreckage and finds Hiccup, seemingly dead. He breaks down crying, holding his son and apologizing. Hiccup wakes up back in Berk, days later. He's lost his left foot in the battle, and Gobber has built him a metal prosthetic. Toothless also has his prosthetic tail. When Hiccup steps outside, he discovers Berk has changed forever. Vikings and dragons are living together in peace. Stoick tells Hiccup he's proud of him, and that he's changed everything. The movie ends with Hiccup and Toothless flying together over the island, best friends who changed their world. This live-action remake stays very faithful to the 2010 animated film, with some key differences. The dragon designs are more realistic and detailed. The relationship between Hiccup and Stoick is more emotionally complex. The violence is slightly more intense, making it feel more like a real Viking story. But the heart of the story, a boy and his dragon changing the world through friendship, remains exactly the same. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.